What's up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Bearded Bourbon Breaks. Thanks for joining us. We're here tonight on a nice cold night down here in the basement, and I got my buddy Tucker. If you hear some click-clacking on the floor, that's him walking around. He's hanging out with me tonight, but we got some junk wax to open tonight. I was at a antique store with the family over the weekend, and we were looking in a booth, and they just had a grab bag of just random packs of cards, and I said, at 50 cents a pop, let's just grab some. We'll open them up on the channel, see if we find anything interesting. So there will be nothing overly exciting, I don't think, in these cards, but we'll have probably some Hall of Famers in here. And it's some stuff that you guys that are my age, in your late 30s, you probably will remember. But tonight we're going to be drinking on a bourbon that is pretty new to us, new to me. I haven't had this very much, but this comes our way out of Nevada, out of Las Vegas, actually. This is Smoke Wagon. Smoke Wagon partnered with MGP, which a lot of you, I'm sure, if you're in the bourbon news, know MGP just recently bought Luxco. A good distiller there that makes Rebel Yell and Ezra Brooks, Blood Oath, the Old Ezra line, which we're definitely going to do a tasting with Old Ezra later on. But MGP made some news and bought Luxco, and now they're all over the place. But MGP's been one of the main producers of bourbon for a lot of startups for many years now, and they make great stuff. They make great bourbon, but it's distilled in Indiana, so it's not Kentucky straight bourbon. You'll never see, well, up until now, they now do currently own a distillery in Kentucky, but you'll never see an MGP bourbon that says Kentucky straight bourbon on it because it's all been made in Indiana. The rumor is that Smoke Wagon bought a whole bunch of distillate, and it is currently aging in Indiana, since you can't really age in Nevada. It would be a little too hot. I think it'd probably dry those barrels out a little too much. But that is currently aging in Indiana, and it is getting older and older. So this is one of their offerings. They send out a lot of kind of one-offs. So I just picked this one up, I think last week, to give it a shot. And I've cracked the seal on it. I had a little taste of it, and I really, really liked it. So I thought I would bring it on the channel. So, hey, if you got a bottle, if you're following us on Instagram, I try to put these bottles up so you guys can follow along, grab a drink, and taste with us. That wasn't a good cork pop. Let's see if we can get a good cork pop here. Yeah, it's kind of weak. But if you follow us on Instagram, I put a bottle or a picture of the bottle that we're going to be tasting before each video. So if you want to taste along with us, you're more than welcome to. We'll put this back here in the back, and I believe this is MGP's High Rye recipe, which I do like a substantial amount of rye because it gives it a lot of fruity and floral notes. But really nice color. I believe this is going to be a blend between 4 and 5 year old bourbons coming out of MGP. Let's give it a taste. Real caramelly on the nose, and that kind of baking spice, cinnamon. Kind of an almond on the back end of the palate. It's got a little bit of a spice to it, but not much. It's 100 proof, so it's not going to be in your face like our last video we did, the Old Granddad 114, and that lets you know that you're drinking a high proof bourbon. That's for sure. I'll give this another taste. If you guys remember Red Hots, the little hard candies, that's what it kind of tastes like. It's that kind of hot cinnamon, a little bit of molasses, and like green fruit, like cooked green fruit. And the finish is it's nice. It's got some nice tannins on it. Especially, definitely pick up the barrel. Tobacco, a little bit of leather. So, but man, that's a really nice, really nice pour there. So, Smoke Wagon coming at you out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of MGP in Indiana. So, cheers. I hope you got a glass sitting in front of you, and we're going to rip into some packs here. So, a couple things I found. So, I'll leave these up here so you can see them. But I found these Victory. These are made. I didn't know these were made by Upper Deck. This is an interesting line because they do not have any inserts at all. There are no inserts in this line whatsoever. It's just a baseline. They had a price of 99 cents per pack, so it kind of went after the younger collector, I think. But there is a chance to win autographed Ken Griffey Jr. jersey. I feel like if we did find that redemption, we might be past the cutoff date, but that's all right. There's going to be plenty of Hall of Famers in here, though. We've got plenty of cards. There's 12 cards per pack, and I think I got 6, 7, 9, 10. I got 10, so we're going to have 120 cards come out of these packs. So that'll be pretty interesting. Packs are in pretty good condition. We'll have some Hall of Famers in there. I got some of the ugliest cards that were ever produced. 1992 Leaf. Just awful cards. Got some wax. Some Don Russ. Then we've got some 91 NFL Pacific. I don't know if you guys see these a lot. I see these when I go to antique stores. If I see football cards, this is about it, every single one of them. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they just made 5 billion of these and people just never really picked them up. But interesting. 90 Fleer, not much better than the 92 Fleer, but you know. Then we've got some 93 Premier Classic Pro line NFL cards. And we've got one pack of 1990 Score Series 1. So I spent a whole $1 on that pack, so there better be something good in there. You could actually, if you could go back in time, you could win a trip to Super Bowl 25 with Franco Harris. That'd be pretty cool. So I might mix it up. I might do like a couple of these and one of those. I don't know. We'll see. So, but you know, I enjoy junk wax, man. It brings me back to when I was a kid and ripping cards when I was a kid and opening up, seeing what I got. So these are not bricked, which is nice, which is something that you usually find in cars of this era if they've been sitting in a moisture-rich environment or if it's gotten too hot. That'll happen. So I'm sure you guys have probably gone back into some of your cards and looked and seen, well, look at there. That's not a bad card there. Rookie flashback of, okay, so I say it's not bricked, and then I find the best card of this pack, and it's got the card behind it stuck to it. So we're going to be real gentle and pull that off of there. Mark Johnson, we don't care about that one. So rookie flashback, Alex Rodriguez. I don't know if I've ever seen this card. That's an interesting card. So, yeah, Alex Rodriguez cards, they just about every single one of them, you can at least get $1 for them. So that pays for a couple of these packs right off the bat there. So there we go, Alex Rodriguez. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge finding a good beard out of these cards too. Beards weren't necessarily in style back then. Every pack has a Mark McGuire card in it. So that's interesting. We got a Griffey. Enter to win this jersey by connecting to victorycards.com, password junior. So I'm going to imagine that every pack's going to have one of these where you could have entered. I should go on the website and see if it's still active. So Magic McGuire. So we'll throw that one over the side. There's not any really big rookies in 1999 from what I can remember. But we'll be looking for, guys like Mo Vaughn, Troy Percival, Jim Edmonds, Randy Johnson, Chipper Jones, A-Rod, Derek Jeter. Those guys that you collected when you were a kid, I'm sure. Jose Canseco kind of at the end of his career there with the Rays. Brian McRae. There's Vlad Sr. chucking it around third base. Rod Beck, that's a winner. That's a entrance into the beard contest just because of that handlebar stash. These are a little bit thicker, so I keep on getting worried that they're bricked up. So Adrian Beltre, I don't know what's going on with that card. You see in the background there, it's kind of blurry. I don't know if that's a printing error or what's going on there. Todd Helton. And some checklists here. So it looks like we're going to have, from what I remember, this didn't have any inserts at all, but it looks like they're going to have an insert. It's a Chad Hutchinson rookie. No idea who that is. And then Frank Thomas Power Trip, which I think actually this is an insert. This is a common, but it's just just a different print of the card. So there's our redemption card for our Griffey there. So, and our Mark McGwire card. So I've got another one of those. All right. Keep chucking through these packs here. So if you guys are like me and you're like in your late 30s, when did you guys stop collecting? I stopped buying packs and just going, and honestly, I can't really remember when it was, how old I was, or why. But I think it was in around 98. So when did you guys stop collecting? Kurt Schilling, who refuses to be put on the ballot again. We got Rafael Roque. Oh, he's a Braves pitcher too. I don't remember that guy at all. Jerry Hairston. JD Drew, another one of those kind of almost like a negative print in the background. And then there's our Magic McGwire. Is it the same card in every one of these? It seems like it is. I have to look at that. I did collect a lot of Mark McGwire. I collected, obviously King Griffey Jr. like everybody else. Jim Leyritz as a player. These are bricking up a little bit on me. So there's an actual Mark McGwire and not one of those goofy ones. A lot of steroid era guys. This is right in the middle. Rafael Palmeiro being one of those guys for sure. Who knows, how many guys actually were using steroids back then. Cal Ripken Jr., history in the making. Ripken sits out the Orioles' final home game of the 98 season to end his world record consecutive game streak. I remember watching that game. That was a pretty remarkable achievement. It's a record that I don't think will ever be broken. That one. And there's Griffey there. Nowadays, it's so common to sit give your guys rest in a season. I just don't see that consecutive games record being broken. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think anybody's going to do it? I just don't see it happening. Robert Ventura, there's a Hall of Famer there. Gary Sheffield. So yeah, I collected, the big guys. It was kind of interesting. I went back through some of those old cards, and Barry Bonds being one of those guys. All-time home run king. Whether you like it or not, he does have more than Hank. Even if it is an asterisk, however you guys want to put it, he does have more. And I was watching an interesting interview with Greg Maddux, and he was talking about Barry Bonds, and he said Barry Bonds was the easiest hitter he ever faced because he would just throw in 4 balls, and then he was on to the next one. So, speaking of Barry, there's another one. You gotta be careful if you can hear that. I'm gonna pull it up to the mic so you can hear what I'm. Ugh, I hate that sound. It sounds so bad. It just makes me cringe. I was going through some of my older cards, and I had this finish, this kind of shiny finish on a lot of these cards. Yeah, they just, if they're stuck together for a while, they just stick. And I had some, I think there was some Flair that were bricked up, and it wasn't even worth me trying to pull them apart because it was just ruining the cards. So David Ortiz, this is his second year, right? Yeah, the 98 would be his rookie card. So I've got a couple of those David Ortiz rookie cards. So hopefully those will go up. Ruben Mateo, he had a short career. Matt Clement, there's our McGuire card. Tell you what, when I do some of these giveaways, you guys are going to get some 99 Victory McGuire cards. So just be excited about that, okay? That is going to be fun. I forgot to mute my computer, and work decides to send me some emails. One day I'll get a lot better at this whole recording thing, I promise. But I'm still trying to remember, just still trying to remember to get everything in sorts. Getting ready for our video recordings here, so got to get it all worked out before we start going live. So, all right, let's open up some 1990 Score Series 1. I do not collect football cards at all, so I have no idea who I'm looking for here, if there's anything. I know Boomer Esiason, little mini card, Super Bowl, Marcus Allen, and Dalton Hilliard. He was the quarterback for the Saints, I believe, when they were awful. Don Majowski, Steve McMichael, Drew Hill. Yeah, literally nothing in that pack. Let's see what else we got here. Maybe we'll get some. We'll get surprised by a good Hall of Famer, something in one of these packs, and we'll redeem this whole thing here. So, that's a cool card here. Pro lines. Jeff George, for the love of God. If you're a Falcons fan, you know Jeff George. They actually put up billboards. Rod Woodson. I put up billboards in Atlanta telling him to leave. He was just not very good, and he would get Barry Sanders, a Hall of Famer there. I actually found a Barry Sanders rookie card that like I said, I did not collect a lot of football cards, but out of the probably 120 that were in a box of mine, one of them was a Barry Sanders rookie card. So I don't think it's worth much, but it's there. Willie Reed, John Taylor. And we've got the Dan Marino. Cool picture. I can't tell if I think that's just actually the picture. I don't think that's actual damage to the card. And then Jay Novacek. Those, I don't know about you guys. If you lived in the 90s, man, you had some of those MC Hammer pants. Guarantee you did. If you said you didn't, you're a liar. You're a liar. I had them in, remember, crisscross. I tried to wear my pants backwards one time. My mom about slapped my face off my body. Coming this fall, classic NFL tonics. That's a thick card. Thurman Thomas. Oh, so you punch this out. The Milk Cap game. Oh, so it's a game that you could play. Interesting. Never seen that before. It's a thick card. John Elway, the Hall of Famer, obviously. Billy Joe O'Berry. So yeah, I thought it interesting that I just had a couple cards, and then the Barry Sanders rookie card would be in there. So it was interesting. Had that, and had a Terrell Owens, Gil Sayers, Terrell Owens rookie card. Steve Young. You guys tell me if you guys collect football cards. Let's jump into these real quick. If you collect football cards, are there any good cards from this era. You know, in the baseball card world, it's very few, right? It's very few from, you know, 88 to 95. 95 kind of had a really good year for a lot of rookies. But you guys tell me, is there are there any really cards worth any money or worth looking for in these years? Because I honestly don't know. I watched football, but I didn't follow it religiously like I did baseball back then. So I mean, some of these guys, the names sound familiar to me, but yeah, it's just, I would have to really do some research to figure out who some of these guys are. There's I guess they're all shiny. I thought that was Deion Sanders. I know that guy because he played for the Falcons and played for the Braves. Flew from a Braves game up to the Falcons game the same day. Played in the only guy to play in a Major League Baseball game and an NFL game in the same day. Don't ask me why I know that, but I do. Andre Reed. Like, I know who Andre Reed is. Eric Metcalf, I know who that is. Bubba McDowell, I've heard that guy. So, Louis Sharp. I don't know if he's related to any of the other Sharps. Was that all my football? It's all our football. Let's get in some junk wax baseball. And, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, 1990 Fleer, there's not anything in here that's really very good. You know, it was just not a year where there were a lot of good rookie cards. You got a second year Ken Griffey that you could find. But yeah, just not much worth any value in these cards. But it's always fun. I don't know. What about you? What do you guys? Do you guys pick up junk wax when you see it out, just to open it up a little bit for nostalgia's sake? You know, I like it just because it kind of brings back memories of being a kid and grabbing these cards. There's a Griffey second year card. Big thing here is production value. I mean, most of these things were made so mass that you know, they were off center and they cut wrong, and you know, so the quality on these is not very good. So I don't know what a 90 Fleer King Griffey goes for. Probably about $1 or so on eBay. Oral Hershiser's a Hall of Famer there. Let's see if we got anybody else. Pete Smith, Ruben Sierra, Lonnie Smith, a Brave. I got some Don Russ here. Ooh, this one's sealed pretty good. Probably sitting in a box for a while. The infamous puzzle cards. I had a ton of these. Let's see, what's this back one? Oh, it's Alan Trammell too. I'm gonna have to see if we can get the wrapper off of Alan. Alan's back there. There we go. So Alan Trammell, MVP. I got a Griffey right behind those. We'll get that a second. So, yeah, I'm sure you guys remember these. The puzzle. I don't know if anybody actually put. Did anybody actually put the Carl Yastrzemski puzzle back together? I don't know. I don't think I did. Dave Winfield there. Bud Black. This is a Juan Gonzalez rookie card. If he could ever get out of the steroid era, he's a good player. Roger McDowell with the Phillies. Look at that. That's a young Roger McDowell, huh? Randy Johnson with, I don't know what it was with Randy Johnson. You just look at the camera like he was completely taken, like he just had no idea what was going on. His rookie card, the look that he has on his rookie card, is like he doesn't even know where he is. And then Griffey Jr., Diamond Kings. There is, I believe, in this set, in the 1990 Donruss set, I believe this is the year that they did the King of Kings, Nolan Ryan, and they did all those different misprints, and there's like 5 different ones. I have a couple of the ones that have no number on the back, but there's a couple different variations of the misprints. Whew, man, this thing is really on here. What is that? Jeff Musselman. Yeah, okay, we'll just chalk that up to bad rapper. Greg Olson. Sean Dunston. I actually kind of like the design of this. It's very, I mean, this is so 90s Donruss. You know, that red with the black dots on the borders. Yeah, man. Jamie Moyer. Look at that. Believe that. Jamie Moyer actually started his career with the Cubs in 1986. That guy pitched forever. Kirk Gibson. You know, everyone knows Kirk Gibson in the famous home run. All right, we only got 2 of those left. Let's dig back into some of these victories so we can find some more relevant, a little more recently relevant. I mean, get these. I mean, this is 22 years ago now. So, do you guys have your orders in for 2021 Topps? And what are you picking up? Are you picking up the base sets when they come out? If you guys ordered some, gone to your local car store. I believe that's coming out tomorrow. I'm recording this on Monday, so Craig Biggio, Albert Bell. I did collect Albert Bell when I was a kid. I always thought he was a good player. Paul Konerko collected that guy too. I feel like this is going to be the one that's different, and then it's stuck. So it's a Mike Piazza. Mike Piazza played for the Mets, and then this is, yeah, and then he went and played for the Marlins, so he stayed an enemy of mine for quite some time. I want to get back into some of the Smoke Wagon. That's really good. A little more oatmeal on it now. It's kind of sitting there, kind of creamy, like an oatmeal cream pie. Don't get to eat those anymore. Too old. Too old to eat those. Another Craig Biggio. Brian Simmons. We're going to get some that are bricked here. Jamie Moyer. Bernie Williams. And Mark McGwire. I'm telling you guys, get ready. You're going to be flooded with Mark McGwire cards when I send out these free packs. I hope you guys collect Mark McGwire. Do you think those steroid guys are going to get into the Hall of Fame? I don't know. I think it's going to go to the player committee. Speaking, Manny Ramirez, Todd Green, Todd Zeal, our second Rod Beck, and our second Homer Bush, Wilton Guerrero, Chuck Knobloch, Christian Guzman, rookie card, Greg Maddux, rookie flashback. And then a Kerry Wood history in the making. That guy threw gas. Man, he threw gas. And Mark McGwire. Man, we are hitting the Mark McGwires tonight. All right, we've got 3 packs left of our junk wax rip tonight. All right, Troy Glaus. Oh, these are bricked pretty good here. David Wells. Eesh. Alex Fernandez, John Smoltz. That's going to win best beard right there. I'll go ahead and tell you. John Smoltz will win best beard. Sean Green, unless somebody else pops up here. There's just not a lot of beards in this era. JT Snow, which I thought JT Snow was going to be a Hall of Famer back when I was a kid. I thought that guy was great. There's another Greg Maddux rookie flashback. That pretty much ruined the front of that Kerry Wood. So we got the exact same last 2 cards there in that pack as the pack before. And a Carlos Beltran. That's a Beltran rookie. But we got pretty bad etching from the card in front of it. So, and hey, look. Mark McGwire with King Griffey Jr. on the back. All right, last 2 packs here. 1992 Leaf. Let's open these up. All right, Todd Stottlemyre. Oh, we got a back. Yeah, it doesn't work like that in these years. David Need. Move on. Scott Livingstone. I don't believe there's really any good rookies in this year either. Carney Lansford. What a name. All right, now last pack. 50 cents. You know, you can probably bundle all these together. All of this, and maybe get 50 cents out of all of it. Joe Girardi back when he still played, when he was with the Cubs. Ray Langford. So we've got black borders in here. It looks like are going to be a little different. So what was our one? Todd Stottlemyre. So we got a Ray Langford. It's going to be gold on the back, so that's okay. So it's the black border with the gold on the back there. Dave Stewart. Dave Winfield. Harold Baines. A good shot of Harold Baines there. Denny Martinez. Pretty awful picture. I understand you want to get him holding the baseball, but why couldn't you just zoom out a little bit? Mass-produced junk wax, man. That's why it's called that. It's called that for a reason. Well, that was something. I don't know if we really have a winner of the break because I don't really know if a 50-cent card can really be called a winner. I think I'm just going to say that our Griffey Diamond Kings is our winner. What do you guys think? I don't think there's really anything else in here of much interest. Maybe the variants. Yeah. So we're going to call it. We're going to say that King Griffey Jr. Diamond Kings, second year Donruss Diamond Kings, is going to be the winner of the break. And then our best bourbon or best beard of the break is going to be John Smoltz. Look at all these cards we just opened. I tell you what, if you just like a massive amount of cards for your money, junk wax is where it's at. If I was to buy that many cards in today's values, I'd spend $100. So if you want to get your kid, and this is actual real. If you want to get your kids something that they can open up, and you don't care what happens to the cards, but you want them to be able to open some cards. You don't want to buy necessarily. You can buy opening day. That's a great product for kids. It's not very expensive, but for 50 cents, you can spend $5, and you can literally end up with a stack of cards like that. And then your little one can start their own card collection with the cards from Daddy's Youth. Real quick before we end, I was going through, and I put this up on Instagram a couple of days ago, and I found this card when I was going through a bunch of my old stuff, and I know this is a 19, I believe it's 96, right? Yeah, 96 Upper Deck. This is an insert called Diamond Destiny. They did 3 variations on this insert. They did a bronze, a silver, and a gold. And this is a gold Chipper Jones. There is 0 population on PSA for a gold. There are a couple gold. I believe there's a Derek Jeter. And it looked like that one sold for around $2,100. That's a Gem Mint 10. I don't think this will be a 10. Maybe like an 8 or a 9. And then there was maybe a Cal Ripken that was a gold, and that was it. So if you guys have any of these cards, let me know. Drop me a line. Let me know if you have any of these golds, and if you found any information about them, because I can literally find no information about the gold foil Diamond Destinies. There's just no information out there about them. So we got a card show coming up here locally in the next couple of weeks. I might take it over and see if any of the old guys know anything about this one. So anyways, interesting card. I had that one sitting over there. I meant to talk about it in the video that I released before, and I just forgot about it. So, but oh yeah, if you guys know anything about that card, let me know. Drop me a comment and point me in the right direction. So, hey, I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support. If you haven't, go check us out on Instagram. We're doing a card of the day. We're going to do a drink of the day. We're gonna put up pictures of the bottles that we're gonna be tasting before our videos drop, so you can grab a bottle, taste along. And then if you want, you can rip some cards with us. Let us know what you find, and be looking out. We're gonna be doing some giveaways here pretty soon, and then once we get a little bit more viewers up, we're gonna start diving into some live breaks and get some really cool stuff. I've still got that box of Upper Deck artifacts I'm probably gonna open, and I got a really nice bottle of bourbon the other day. I'm gonna open those up together and do a short kind of video because not many cards in there. So this was a little bit longer than we usually go, but it was fun to break open some junk wax with you guys. I hope we got to see some cards that you collected when you were a kid, and until the next video, raise your glass and cheers to you.